20 minutes.
So can you start that over? What was your question?
Why did you get into music?
Therapy, basically, because what makes me most happy in life. It's like a form of meditation. You're thinking about everything and concentrating on the song you're actually playing or listening to or writing. I didn't start till later in life, till like 18. I never even thought I'd do it. I knew it was always in my family. Then I got a guitar for my graduation for high school, and I never put it down. I started writing 3 months into it, not even knowing what I was doing, just felt right. So, like for example, when I write a song, I try to just clear your mind. I mainly use ideas of like love and fear, because that's kind of what life really is about. Especially when you have kids, you start writing different songs. You're in a constant balance of love and fear, and that's kind of what I write about. I write about things that make me happy, tell them why it makes me happy, things that make me scared, struggles. It's really just your day-to-day things, putting it into one, and then hopefully you get a song out of it. Sometimes I'll have music that I've already written, like an idea of chord progression, and then I'll put my lyrics I wrote over it, or I'll let it spontaneously happen. Me being someone who doesn't get paid to tour or record or I played my stuff out for people and got to open up for a lot of bands, but I write because it's in me. I have to. And that's what I would tell my buddy, because we only play cover songs, and it's great, because that's what people want to hear, that's what you get paid to do, but it's nothing like when you play your song, you're feeling something you worked on, and see everybody's reaction to it, if they like it or dislike it. Just like anything, if you're writing like this, and you're like, oh, you write it 100 times, someone says they don't like it, that's fine. They know what to work on. That's kind of like the music. That's kind of like with life, You can't swim until you jump in.
Yeah.
Have you performed a song that you wrote?
Yes.
Okay.
I have some stuff on YouTube. Song I wrote. I played at my wife's wedding as well. Her wedding. I was there.
Just hers, not yours.
Yeah. She invited me.
But my husband tells me.
So like, do you ever get writer's block, and what do you do?
And again, not being someone who's forced to write songs, I just let it go. And I think the best thing in anything in life is to not really think about it. I think that's when things really start to come. Clear your mind and not worry about what other people are going to think, or does it sound like this, or does someone else write about it. If you're not writing from what you believe, that's easy to write about. It becomes hard when you've already failed. That's the way I look at it.
So you were self-taught?
Yes.
Do you ever do any jam sessions with other musicians to kind of work through a song?
All the time. That's how I started, yeah.
So how does that work? So you play a song for the first time for some buddies, and then what happens?
It's nerve-wracking. First it always starts off with like someone close to you. You play a song you've written, you kind of see the reaction, and then when you finally get it together and work on and play it out. And even if you don't do it right, no one else knows, and that's kind of the best part. And then you work on that. But yeah.
Do you do well when you collaborate with others, or are you more creative when you're by yourself?
By myself mainly, because I have a lot more ideas, and again, there's no outside influence. Kind of just keep my mind clear, and then I bring it to other people, and then they put their own collaboration to it, what they hear, what they think about it. So it all kind of comes together, different pieces, different parts, different times. Some will come together once, like, all right, we got it. Some will come together in years. Like this song I'm still writing after years.
You just answered my next question. When do you accomplish all this? So you just answered that.
There's no timeline.
So do you ever just like sit down and say, I'm going to write, or you wait till
I've
you
done that.
feel the inspiration?
Sometimes, but it's only because I had something in my mind prior. I mean, I don't think I could ever just sit down like right now, like, hey, write a song. Nothing about what you've already practiced. I'm on top of it.
We have to creatively present all of this stuff. And we were going to ask you to write a song. And perform it.
Tonight?
No, next Friday.
We got till next Friday to finish this assignment. So.
What else?
So, do you do you like doing improv? Do you like just getting together with and someone starts off with a chord and you go after that? Or?
I almost do that more often when I sit down and play myself. Like, obviously I got to practice songs to play out on the cover, but the first thing I want to do is I just play anything. A chord progression doesn't even make sense. And sometimes I'm like, oh, that sounds great, write it down. And then forget it for like a couple months later, and then look back or see my recording that I did, and like, oh, here it is again, and then pick it back up. Most of the time I try to play something that sounds like it could be something. And then I go into another song, like, all right, I gotta practice.
Who would you consider to be your biggest influences?
Biggest influences, again, would be jam band, which is more improv stuff, like jazz influence, stuff that just happens just as long as you're in the right key, who cares what happens. Dave Matthews was the reason why I played.
Love Dave.
When I was 18, I remember, no, actually when I was younger, I was at a college party at Roger Williams University. I was probably like 16. While I was there, I was visiting my best friend's sister was going to college there, and I saw him playing Why Are Our Grades, and I just watched everybody just so engaged, like, and it wasn't because they were goo-goo gaga or whatever, they were just impressed, you know, and I'm like, I want to do that, like, that looks like an amazing feeling, I would love to do that. So, again, I got my guitar and I started learning Dave Matthews songs because I love Dave Matthews, so I was listening to a lot of that. And everything else seemed a lot easier after that because Dave Matthews sounded so unorthodox, and his writing it's a lot different than a lot of people. So then when I started playing other music, it seemed a lot easier. So I was lucky that way. Neil Young's another one. Jerry Garcia, I'm very big into Jerry Garcia.
So in school, did you feel like you could be yourself creatively through this avenue? Does that make sense? So like as you were growing up, I know you said you had some intrinsic motivation and it was in your family, but when you were in school, how did it work?
Even better.
Okay.
Because when I went there was other people doing the same exact thing as I was.
That's a good thing.
So, and I had a friend at the same time who got a guitar for his graduation too, and we just practiced together, and then going into college, and I met all these other people.
Right.
We started playing on open mics, and just, I had to play every day. I had to. So
How about
much
in-
that I didn't graduate.
There you go. How about in elementary school? Did your teachers, do you feel like they nurtured creativity or did they inhibit creativity?
That's kind of what I meant, but you
Yeah.
worded
Okay.
it so much easier.
So I went to Killingley High School, out in the quiet corner there, and it wasn't a huge school, but I feel as though the teachers were welcoming to that.
Okay.
Again, I mean, it's going way back, like
Yeah.
elementary, but I remember being that young and they're doing like a play, and the music teacher would go around everybody and have to sing a line, and then I sang it, and he had me. She's like, "You're gonna sing it," and then I froze when it came to the time to do it. But I think right then and there I knew that, and the fact that they let me open up that and give me that confidence. Yeah, I think there was plenty of creativity being young.
So if you could collaborate with anybody, you could go on tour or open for anyone, or guitarist got sick, they pull you on stage at your favorite concert, who would that be?
Well, obviously Dave Matthews, but
Can you bring us with you?
what's that?
Can you bring us with you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's one of our favorite bands.
Yeah.
Yep, fantastic. Did you see him Saturday in Connecticut?
No.
He was
but
here?
Yeah, great set.
We got here
weren't, though.
Sunday.
But we saw him in New Jersey where we live.
Gotcha, okay.
What's your favorite drink that we can buy you?
I like IPAs. Big fan of
Those
IPAs.
right.
Craft beer. Which you don't have to buy them. I won't say no. They do allow me to
You
drink
can
it.
do an IPA. Any
Yeah.
IPA?
Sure.
Here's the list. Pick something off the list.
You could probably
You
cover.
guys.
I know, I was going to say, are there any other questions or anything else you want to share about your creative process or your inspiration that we didn't cover?
I wish I could go out and keep doing it. I wish I could. That's what I could be playing out and doing. Being in Connecticut's tough because it's hard. It's a smaller scene. And like I said, I've gone out and played my music and I miss it a lot. So no questions. Just get back to me and maybe I can show you
Oh,
something.
one last thing. Where do we find you on YouTube so we can?
So you can go on Facebook, Brian Thomas Malone. You just Google it, it'll come up. My website, ReverbNation.com, Brian Thomas Malone. And then Tino Malone is our duo here. You can check us out on Facebook. And I have a lot of the links and stuff on those websites.
Would you mind if we eventually toss this interview up on YouTube and